Hi, Dharam. As we start our journey to bring the PGMP to Europe, to Germany, to Italy, so I know why I became a PGMP, but you have brought more than 260 people to become a PGMP over the last 10 years. So I would be interested from your experience, what have you seen as motivations? Why did people really choose to embark on that journey, to become a PGMP, which is not easy, which is a much more difficult than a PMP. So what is your knowledge about that? Why the people choose to become a PGMP?
Yeah, Thomas, very interesting question. And I mean, PGMP is one of the toughest exam for program managers. I know there are certification like MSP and few others that can be done very easily. But PGMP is something need dedication and lot of time, lot of effort, continuous pushing yourself. So going for this kind of certificates definitely need a lot of a continuous push from your side, and everybody has different motivation. And I know you yourself did PGMP after retirement, and I always ask people why you had to do PGMP after retirement, and you had a very good answer, because it's not about just for the money or the career or rewards. It's about how you feel. This is about learning to do the program management in a structured way. And yes, you're not doing a full-time job, but still teaching and mentoring, guiding people. So that can be your motivation. So and there are other people. There were, I don't know to ask your age, but there are other people who have gone into PGMP even after 70. 70 is the age when people start thinking, oh, okay, let me relax and enjoy my life, and in the beachfront house, whatever it is. But it is about continuous learning. So I mean, one thing I will tell you about my story. I did my PGMP in 2010, and that was 3 years after the PGMP was introduced. In those days, nobody was aware of PGMP, and even the PMI chapters have no idea. For me, I come across this term because I was certification director for PMI Sydney chapter. So
Mhm.
along with PMP, people start asking me about PGMP. I have no clue at all. So anyway, in those days, we invited Dr. Ginger Levin, late Dr. Ginger Levin. Now she's not with us. She was a very kind lady. She was always helping everybody else. She was my mentor. She pushed me, and I mean, I can say if I am doing whatever I'm doing, she was the one who was the starting point. So from that class, from that course, I learned that I can be a PGMP, and I can also excel in my career. So it helped me to become a trainer and helped me to help other people, and also helped me to get the jobs. In those days, I was working in the corporate world, and I gone for 4 interviews in my career after 2010. None of the job was asking for PGMP, and but end up talking about PGMP in all the interviews. The moment they saw the word PGMP in my resume, because they were no idea about PGMP, they asked me, "What is this PGMP all about?" And when they asked me the question, I know this is for me. The job is for me. So that helped me a lot. And many people I know, they got headhunted because they have PGMP. This guy from
Okay.
Malaysia, he was working for HP in those days, but he was headhunted by a very large telecom, number one telecom in Malaysia. And I know one person, I met with him this May 2019. He came to see me along with his wife. Both were very happy, and both were excited because after PGMP, he continuing as a consultant. Normally, in his company, consultant life is very short, but he still continued as a consultant. But his salary goes, his day salary, daily hourly salary is now 60% more than what he was earning. So it is significant. 60%, let's say, if he was earning $100 per hour, now he's earning $160 per hour. It's a big jump. So people have different motivation, and it can be salary, it can be new job, it can be migration to new country, to US, or self satisfaction, learning from PMI, the standard way of doing PGMP, or many motivation. I Whenever I'm talking to my student or somebody come to me, Dharam, I wanted to be PGMP. I ask them one question: what are the key drivers? Why you want to do PGMP? And that
Yeah.
tells me whether this person will go all the way or not. Some people come, Dharam, I want to be the first person for my country or first person to represent my company. Some people like to be SME, because once you get PgMP, people see you differently. You get invited to the chapter meeting, PMI chapter meetings, or you can be contributing to the PMI Global. Huge opportunities, lots of doors open for you.
Well, it's a similar thing I experienced in my environment. It also gave me a better confidence of what I'm doing, what I'm talking about, and also a better way how to talk with the C-suite. If you go to a steering committee and talk with these guys who are leading the company and who are looking at your program or project in a way that they long for the results and for the benefits and the value, you can give them answers in their language, because you're talking benefits, you're talking strategy, you're talking governance, and which you may not be able to talk if you are just a project manager, a PMP. So, and you're right, what I also experienced, we have now about 3,000 PgMPs in the world. Well, it's since 10, 12 years, and it is the fact that it's on the market. But we have 1 million PMPs on the active PMPs. So, it's not really comparable in the terms of career furthering. As a PMP, you are entering in every job interview. It's a kind of hygiene factor. You have to have it, because if you don't have it, you will be asked, why don't you have it? It's so everybody has it, who applies for this kind of job. But the PgMP makes really the difference. And if you have the PgMP, maybe people don't know about it, but they ask you, and you can really clarify the points, what the difference is between the 3,000 PgMPs and the 1 million PMP.
Yeah, that I did one research in September 2019 after coming to US to find out how many jobs are available for PgMP in US. And then I extended my research to Canada and many other countries. So I was surprised to know, I did my research on LinkedIn, job category. I put a category as I didn't put a category, but I put a keyword as a PgMP. It gave me 568 jobs in US with PgMP. And probably, there are only 1,200 PgMP from US. So if you do simple mathematics, there are 2 people for 1 job. But in reality, not everybody is looking for a job all the time. So let's say 200 people, 300 people looking for a job. So you have 1 in 3, you have option of going to 3 jobs at any time. So it is becoming, more and more popular. And as you mentioned, PMP is more than 1 million now, and PgMP is around 3,000. That gives you an edge, against your colleagues or the competitors, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, and I think we will talk about the details where a PgMP is different from a PMP and a program manager, different from a project manager, in one of the upcoming webinars we intend to have, because it's a lot of content where you have to understand really, it's a different mindset, it's a different character you need to have as a program manager. So, yeah, what are your final thoughts on this question, why to become a PgMP?
I think this will give you uniqueness, as we earlier said, 3,000 versus million. It gives you a uniqueness or a differentiator for you in the market, especially if you're going for a job. If you want to stay in the same job and you can get career growth in the same organization, because people will see you different. Because as you mentioned earlier, you are going to talk as in terms of benefits and stakeholder engagement and governance. So people will, your managers and sponsor will see you differently. So getting into the next job or next role will be much, you have better chance than staying with PMP.
Yeah, thanks, Dharam.
Yeah, thank you. It's a good question, and looking forward to help other PgMPs get their.
Me too.
Thank you.